On the first day of the Metro Manila lockdown, police and local officials improvise on how to contain the spread of the coronavirus. Different checkpoints in different cities would have their own ways of implementing the lockdown. Some would check everyone on the road, others would do it at random and focus on the elderly and children, while some would ask for simple identification papers and not demand work papers. Meanwhile, the cities of Muntinlupa and Pasig approved the 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew recommended by the Metro Manila Council. Curfew will start in Pasig on Sunday, March 15, and will begin in Muntinlupa on March 16. Makati City also adopts a curfew, but will start Monday, March 16. The city also orders the closure of malls and other public establishments. Manila City approves a curfew too and will be effective on Thursday, March 19. Everyone is banned from leaving their homes, but people in work-related travels will be exempt. In another part of the country, Cebu Province suspends all flights from Cagayan de Oro City, Clark International Airport, Dumaguete City, and Legazpi City. The ban was imposed in the hopes of preventing the virus from reaching Cebu Province, which still has 0 cases of infection. Meanwhile, online groceries and food delivery services GrabFood and Foodpanda continue to serve the public, allowing people to avail of restaurant food while observing social distancing. The delivery services assure they have put in place safeguards like the strict observance of hygiene practices and mandatory temperature checks for riders and employees. At least 5 Brazilians who traveled with President Jair Bolsonaro on a visit to the United States and attended meetings with US President Donald Trump test positive for the novel coronavirus. That made Bolsonaro's trip to South Florida an infection cluster in the coronavirus pandemic. It also led to Trump and Bolsonaro, who both downplay the gravity of the outbreak, to get tested themselves. Trump tested negative. Spain on Saturday, March 14, follows Italy and imposes a near-total nationwide lockdown with all bars, restaurants, and shops closed except for pharmacies and supermarkets. This comes after a huge spike in the number of infections at 1,500 new cases. China on Sunday, March 15, reports 60 new imported cases of the coronavirus, the highest in over a week, as domestic cases dwindle in the country. In Singapore, the number of Filipinos with the novel coronavirus rose to 9. Back in the Philippines, Cordillera, a province north of Luzon, records its first confirmed case. A balikbayan who ignored symptoms and attended the Kawayan Festival in Benguet. Meantime, a printing service staff member of the House of Representatives dies from the virus Sunday morning, March 15. The employee had no recent travel history and had no known contact with a confirmed case. The Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation suspends all gaming operations in the country, but Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators, or POGOs, will remain operational with a minimal number of workers. PAGCOR says the suspension applies to all land-based casinos, electronic games, bingo, sports betting, poker, and slot machines. Restaurants and food outlets in the gaming areas may remain open. Hotels, where the casinos and gaming facilities are housed, may also continue to accommodate guests. In Batangas, the provincial government prohibits mass gatherings as well as tourists and tourist-related activities. It is not clear if resorts will be told to stop operations. In Hollywood, directors are finding inventive ways to generate buzz after movie festivals such as South by Southwest in Texas and Tribeca in New York were scrapped. The maker of the film The Carnivores and actor David Arquette are shifting their movie premieres to their homes. South by Southwest's prestigious film competitions will go ahead as planned, with the movies available to juries online. Despite these creative solutions, damage from festivals closing will be hard to repair for struggling filmmakers. In the Philippines, celebrity couple Richard Gutierrez and Sara Labati pushed through with their wedding in a simple ceremony. The longtime partners earlier postponed their March 14 grand wedding due to the coronavirus pandemic. The grand wedding was expected to be a star-studded event, with sponsors that included President Rodrigo Duterte. In an Instagram post, Richard's twin brother Raymond says the ceremony was not the original plan but made it more meaningful. He also says less than 20 guests witnessed the ceremony.